Hello dears, in this particular video I'm going to present for you the research proposal. What the research proposal means, understanding its purpose, content and format. So this video is a continuation of introduction to research. That means before understanding what research proposal means, I advise you to know what the general research means and types of research and why research is important. So that is what I recommend for you. Now let's begin by explaining what the research proposal means. What research proposal means. What's the research proposal for you? A research proposal is a document outlining planned research before starting the actual study. Yeah, as its name tells, proposal research is the document that uses to propose what you want to do, how to do, and the like. So it is. We can say it is a plan, a working plan. It is not only research in a research work or research project. In other project and work also, a plan is very important. A plan helps one do his activities efficiently and effectively, as you know. A plan tells you what to do or what are the activities, where to do, how to do, when to do, what resources are required. This is the same. So in the same manner, or in the same token, a research proposal captures ideas, objectives, and intended research methods. And also, research proposal guides researcher and provide direction for the study. It gives the direction and says the way to do, how something to do. So it shows direction. So it is very important. And the research proposal is for feedback, supervision, and funding application. What does this mean? As you know, especially in academia, when students undertake or carry out research, for instance, it might be thesis. At that time, there are what you call it supervisor or advisor. So it is used to get feedback from the advisor. By the way, the research proposal is not something or a document that is prepared and then moved to the actual study. No, it should be given to maybe funding agency or funding organizations so that that organization that want us to undertake or carry out the research should see it, give us feedback. So it helps us to show what we're doing. So it shows also our capability and ability for our so whether we can continue undertaking this research or not. It shows our capability, I would say. So it is recommendable for a researcher to develop or prepare a research proposal before getting into the actual research study. And also, a research proposal is written in future tense, unlike research reports. What does this mean? As I've already explained, a research proposal is nothing, but it is a plan. It is a plan. A plan means it shows what we are going to do, what are intended to do, or what are intended to conduct it. So it is because of this. It is written in future tense. It tells us what will be done in the future. That's why. But when you talk about research report, a research report is nothing. It is documents that reports or documents about what we have so far done. It is because of this is written in the past tense. That is what should be understood regarding about the difference between research proposal and research report. Now we move to the purpose of research proposal. Yeah, everything or every activity has its own purpose, aims. Otherwise, why do we strive? Why do we waste our time? Because it has a purpose or aim. What is it? The purpose of research proposal will say it helps the researcher think ahead and organize the research process. Yeah, this is the main idea or the main theme of the research proposal. What does this mean? A proposal shows what will be done. Yeah, what will be done in the future, how it will be done, and when to be done, and also what materials that are needed and the like. It provides clarity and credibility for researchers and reviewers. What does this mean? It provides clarity when I say when we undertake a research proposal, we understand, we learn. That means we learn, by the way. While doing a research proposal, we learn. That means before we get into actual work, when we do, there are almost, I can say, if a well-done research proposal, means almost, I don't know, 30 to 40% of the work have been done, I can say, because there are a lot of things that we do that. After all, we get understanding about the topic to be investigated. So that is, it makes us, or it clarifies what to be done. Creativity, when you say, that is the purpose why we undertake research. So, for instance, it might be for some organizations as a consultant. At that time, if we prepare research proposal and give them, they immediately might give us credit. I mean, a merit. They might say, this research proposal is good so that you can continue, or you have no ability to work. So it shows whether we have capacity or capability to undertake research. As academia, in academia or academic arena, also it gives a student researcher credibility. That means whom we call advisor immediately sees and gives us feedback and may allow us to continue or discontinue or even to reject it. So it is very important for one to undertake research proposal before get into the what you call it actual research study. It serves as a blueprint for methodology and data analysis. That is, before that is what this research proposal reduces redundancy during final research report. Redundancy, how does it reduce redundancy? When you say, we will see next, there are contents of research proposal. Introduction is there, methodology are there, methodology, design the methodology, it consists, research proposal consists research methodology, research report also consists that, and also literature review in research proposal are there, and also in the research, in the actual research study, that means in the research report, the final report also, there are literature review. So almost about 50% of the content that we get in the research proposal are there also in the research report. Because of this, it reduces the redundancy during our work on the finalizing or actual study. Another thing, research proposal, I want to say the purpose is it serves as a blueprint for methodology and data. Blueprint, when you say it can be used as a roadmap. It means shows the way to do, how to do. So it gives us direction. That's all. Okay, now we are going to see what the research proposal contents are, and also the format that research proposal follows or pursue. By the way, different researchers use different format actually, but these ones are common. For instance, well, this here title, introduction, title and say it's cover page, maybe introduction, research design, review of literature, timetable, budget, reference. When you see the each of them have their own subcontents. For example, when you talk about introduction, in introduction, the following are there. Background or introduction contains background, problem, questions, objectives, significance, scope, limitation, definitions, and so on. And next to introduction, there is research design and methodology. In research methodology, you can see the design. You can get data sources, sampling tools, analysis, and also review related literature there. It is also there, and also timetable, and also budget and reference. These are some of the proposal contents. Actually, in this next slides, we are going to see in detail. For instance, introduction. The first chapter is introduction in a research proposal. Not only in research proposal, by the way, in the research report also, you get introduction or introductory part as the first chapter. So in introduction section, the following are there. Background of the study, you can get there. Statement of the problem, basic research questions, objectives, significance of the study, scope of the study, limitations, definitions of technical operational terms. By the way, I have a video, special video, particular video for each individual. For instance, if you take background of study, you can get a video, lesson video. So I recommend you to refer that or attend that lesson about student of the program. I've already prepared for you on this issue as well. Basic research questions. So there are about more than 60 videos that I have on research methodology from A to Z, I can say, from research proposal development up to research report writing. So you can get there. These are simply the highlights. So when we turn, the next one is research design. Research design and the methodology is one part of research proposal as well as part of the research, main research report. Under research design methodology, you can get different subtitles. Some of them are research design, sources of data, sampling technique, data collection tools and procedures, data organization and analysis methods. All these have their own unique or special what you call it, lesson video. So you can see they have their own entity or a single entity have developed and uploaded on my YouTube channel, so that it's better to recommend you to see the details. The other proposal components are review-related literature. By the way, review-related literature is optional. Optional when we say in some proposal, some researchers do not include it. Do not include it means it does not mean they don't refer it. No, unless otherwise you review literature, review articles. When I say articles and literature, it should be related to what? Related to topic under investigation. Unless otherwise review, you can't develop good proposal. Honestly speaking, because this is inevitable for a researcher, not inevitable, it is recommendable, it is obligatory for a researcher to refer what have been done so far, so that to get the existing knowledge and also to identify the gaps. That is very important, by the way, I recommend, because a lot of, I can say, a number of researchers do not do this. Simply they get into the run into the undertaking, the research, or developing data gathering tools, and no, it should not be so. In my video, I've shown you the importance of review literature. Review of related literature also very important in order to develop data gathering tools, by the way. So it's better to do that. There is no shortcuts. By the way, in research activities, there are nowadays, especially there are a kind of shortcut workers. That is not expected from my audience, because the objective of or the aim of this video is in order to make you a practitioner. So it's better to watch and attend my lessons. Okay, having said this, there are also other proposal components such as timetable. Timetable is nothing. It's a place where we show what to do here, when to do the activities, and where each activities do. For example, when should we develop data gathering tools? When should we, or when we are going to collect that data? When will we analyze the data collected? When will we write the final research report? Such kind of things should be planned ahead. So that is the place where you show budget. When you say whenever you do something, the finance or money is needed. Actually, honestly speaking, what does it mean? There are resources that are required. For instance, you might buy things, and also for transportation and whatsoever. So that is the place where you put what you want for undertaking the research, and also where you get it, and also the amount of money that is needed in order to buy that specific or those specific materials. Another one is reference. References are very important. You know the reason why? In the first place, it shows that you have already referred or reviewed different types of articles that are related with the topic under investigation. So it gives credibility as well, so that at the end of the research proposal, not only in the research proposal, but also in the research, in the research report also. In the research report is mandatory actually, but I recommend you also, it is mandatory to put references, or incorporate references also in the research proposal, because when you do research proposal, you can't begin from the scratch. You don't do things in a vacuum. There are literature articles that you should review ahead. You have to have knowledge, sufficient knowledge about the subject matter, what others, individuals or researchers undertaken. You have to know this. So before you get into actual work, you have to know this. In order to get knowledge or capture knowledge about these things, it is very important to review related literatures, such as articles, documents, such as working documents, strategy, whatsoever. So that is very important now. So in order to get credibility and to show viewer and readers that you have read or reviewed this, you have to put reference. You have to put the reference, or people going to be part. Great. Okay, there are takeaways. Takeaways where this is a kind of summary in general. So let us summarize what we have so far seen in this specific video, what we have learned from this video lesson. A research proposal prepares and guides the entire study. So it is very important. This is the place where we see the importance of the research proposal in order to undertake or carry out smart research. The research proposal, when say it is written before research begins, yeah. A research proposal, what's done, what's undertaken or carried or developed ahead. That means begin before the actual research begins, and usually in the future tense. You write in the future tense. The reason why you write in the future tense is because the research proposal tells us about the future. Yeah, it does not tell us. It is a plan. It shows what we are going to do, what is intended to do or undertake, because it is written in the future tense. That is a very important part. But when we talk about research report, it's written in the past tense, because the research report means it is the document that shows or reveals that we have done something. So it is a document that reports. So it's written in the past. But when we talk about research proposal, it's written in the future. It includes, that means research proposal includes introduction, methodology, timetable, budget, reference, among many others. And it serves as a planning, communication, and credibility tool. Yeah, it is a tool. When you do a communication tool, it helps us to communicate with the researcher and the consultant. I mean, with the researcher and advisor or supervisor, with the researcher and the funding organizations, maybe. So it is a means. So it should be done well. Another importance of the research proposal is it saves time and reduces redundancy in final report writing. So all these were about research proposal in general. So before completing this one, I suggest you to proceed to the next lesson. The next lesson that continues immediately from this one is read as, or the title, it's entitled as Research Title Selection Methods. That means how the title of the research are selected, identified, and developed. Till we see one another in other videos, I would like to say bye-bye.